the title has gone. Sag. Proper Sag. Defeat to Valencia and draws with Granada and Betis have killed. Oh, and that late Girona goal as well. Oh, could have been so different at the end of the season. It's not, though. It's not. Welcome to the GloryHunter season finale for Season 7. It's our second year at Malaga. It's been astronomically better than our first season at Malaga, but unfortunately, it's not going to end with any trophies. However, we can get ourselves qualified for Europe next year, but which European tournament that is remains to be seen. If we win all 4 remaining games, as Valencia have dropped points on match day 35, then it'll be the Champions League. But if we drop any points throughout the course of today's episode, it could maybe be the Europa League or even the Europa Conference League. And we have won the Champions League and the Europa League, so you kind of half think, well, maybe let's finish 6th and go for a third different European competition. However, I'd like to earn as much money as possible for transfer windows, so I want to finish top 4 really, and then, I mean, we're going to be able to draw higher quality players and entice them to join the club more as a Champions League side rather than a Europa Conference League side, aren't we? If we're completely honest with ourselves. So, let's just try and do our absolute best, and from there, that should, fingers crossed, be good enough. The first game is going to be a simmer, though, against Espanyol. We've then got a game against Barcelona on the horizon as the penultimate game of the season, which could have helped us potentially challenge for the league title. It could still maybe sway the league title a different way, but Barcelona do have a bit of a gap at the top of the table, having survived their wobble and solidified once more. Annoyingly, it's us that's had the wobble. Go on, Roberto. It's not quite got the legs to get away, but we're in and we haven't scored, but we came close. Do drop the video a like, though, if you're enjoying the save. I'd very much appreciate it. We're going to go for broke next year. It's going to be all-out war for that La Liga title between ourselves, Atleti, Real, Barcelona, Villarreal, Valencia, and maybe even another unknown like ourselves. We shall wait and see. Espanyol aren't a bad side by any stretch either, but they are certainly a side that we could expect to get a good result against, especially at home. Oh, but we can't seem to work the chance to give us that 1-goal lead at the minute. Like I say, do drop the video a like if you're enjoying the save. I'd appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel too so you won't miss out on the transfer windows over the next couple of episodes. Thankfully, Espanyol have missed, however, for that potential opening goal. That's a lovely ball. Get in. Get in. It did. Into the back of the net. Roberto gets the goal, which is important because, yes, if we'd have drawn, we'd go level on points with Valencia. But Valencia beat us just a couple of episodes ago. In fact, it might even have been yesterday's episode. Valencia beat us by 3-0, meaning that on head-to-head, they'd finish above us. So we need the win. We need to beat Valencia on points. We cannot rely on the head-to-head or goal difference. We need to beat them on points. So getting that goal there to go 1-0 up, pretty bloody important for our Champions League hopes for next season. And hand in hand with that, our ability to entice, to draw in the higher quality players and the higher number in the bank balance for the transfer budget for next season. We are winning here, although they have a free kick in a dangerous position, which they score superbly. Nuno Santos makes it 1-1. That was a genuine worldie. That was 25 plus yards out. James Ward-Prowse special. And unfortunately, we are drawn level and we will be level on points with Valencia and as such, still behind them on the head-to-head. Go on, you're in. Please. Yes! Banabe! A rare goal for him, but a brilliant breakaway. Spinning to turn the ball home. We will get the win. I pray. Unless they get a last gasp equaliser with the last kick of the game, as what happened in yesterday's sim against Granada. Oh, they fluffed it. We will go above Valencia on points and will be into the top 4 once more as we now crack on. Atleti still have a game to play, actually. They're probably playing on the Monday. They have played on the Monday. They've won. The gap at the top is 6 points. The gap between us and first is 10, but there are only 9 available. 9 of which we will play for now over the next 3 played games. There's only a 3-point gap down to Villarreal in 6th, so this is going to be damned tight. Celta Vigo, Barcelona, and then Cadiz on the final day. Let's go and give it our best shot. A 4-1-3-2 for Celta Vigo. Geronimo Rulli in goal. They signed João Cancelo in the summer as an 86 rated free agent. We went for the 86 rated Edouard Mendy. They've both dropped to 84 this year. Now when Perez and Nathan Collins, their centre-back partnership with Perot on the other side. Gibril So sat deeper, then Ramazani, Fratesi and Bino Gittins on the left, with Przelik up top and Lasada alongside him, as Tranchara is a little bit tired. He is, however, on the bench, Tomasz, but they don't have much else on the bench. We have Calderon starting at cam for the first time in a little while in a played game, certainly, although it does certainly help having him there in simmed games, because obviously player ratings have a big impact on how simmed games get panned out. Let's see if he can actually have an impact in a played one as well. Ramazani will chase that. Celta Vigo, our opponents today. We know that if 3 wins are gotten over the next 3 games, we have Barcelona as one of them, then we will finish in a Champions League spot for next year. Calderon first here. That's a dead touch, pal. Good start, mate. Well in, Vitic. And Banabe. And Roberto. Lovely ball to Facundo Pellistri. Try and get it across. Fail. Win it back. Win it back. Oh, fail again. Iker. Out to Ramazani. Ramazani doing well. Cancelo, Fratesi, Ramazani. Loitering on the edge of my box here. I've run a long way with Reguilon, but Chavez is there to pick up the pieces when it bobbles free, thankfully. Let's use Reguilon again and let Elise crack forward, where he just kind of stood there and then got in the bloody way. Michael, what are you doing? João Cancelo picked off by Mbete. Thank God for that. Don't you dare push now and force a mistake at me. Thank you very much. Get out there. Oh, my God. I was trying to pull that to the far left-hand side where Elise was in so much space, nobody near him, and he's nearly kicked that against the defender straight into the back of the net. Thankfully, it hit an arm and I got a free kick. Otherwise, that could have been particularly embarrassing for Edouard Mendy. That's embarrassing for me. It was a terrible pass. Przelik out wide. Ramazani. Reguilon trying to stay with him. No, why is he on his own at the back post like that? Oh, kill me. There is just no marking whatsoever, is there, from your AI teammates? Oh, it's just nothing you can do. He's just on his own. No one's even aware that he's there. All right. 1-0 Celta Vigo. Just 5 minutes into the second half. Iker Lozada puts us very much on the back foot for this game and potentially for that Champions League spot. Oh, it's gone like over his toes again. That's going to reach Bino Gittins. They're just going to square this for 2, aren't they? Vitic in the way. And away, please. Players on the floor always makes me a little bit nervous, but thankfully we've not got any injuries to worry about. Pantea. Pellistri is not really making a run I can use at the minute. Now he's available. Now he's slotted in. And Calderon is coming off in a minute. He's had his shot blocked. Perez in the way. Pellistri to deliver. It's not bad, you know, Pantea's under this. He's met it very well, but it's gone over the bar. Trying to get him to commit down the line because I feel like I can do that. Block him off and stop him from getting there. Pressing though, Celta. He's Chavez. He's got Pellistri. He's got Elise. Elise has Roberto. Roberto's in the box. Roberto does not do what Roberto does. Roberto does what Roberto does. Score a goal. Oh, no, not today. At least not yet. Pellistri. Good touch and turn. There's the equaliser. Game on again. 1-1. 11 minutes. Get a winner. Reguilon. Oh, Jesus Christ. Calm down. Chavez will look for Reguilon. And find him. Drill it to Roberto. Oh, please. Facundo Pellistri. Saved. Elise turns it home. Pellistri should have buried it. Their keeper's done very well on a couple of occasions to ensure we haven't scored. But this time, his luck has run out. And ours has come good. We lead by 2-1. But of late, we've had a couple of games where we've gone 2-1 up late on and not seen it through. Still ended up drawing 2-2. So I'm not going to say that this is done yet. Or even close to it. 2.5 minutes for Celta Vigo to find another late equaliser and deny us the win. But we've won the ball back. And surely from here, it's just a case of game management and seeing it through. How long's added on at the end? I'm not sure. I don't look. I tried to play that left and he's kicked it forward. If they equalise now, then I am losing my rag at the game again. They're not going to equalise now. I can keep hold of my rag. There's no losing it. There's no losing a Champions League spot at the minute. We needed to win that with Barcelona next. It was so important that we got victory in this game and the last game and the one against Cadiz at the end. Because if we were going to drop points at all today, it's going to be in this next one away from home at the Camp Nou. Barcelona on the way. If Barcelona avoid defeat today, then they win the league. They are 6 points clear with 2 to go. So they just need to draw with me here, and that's the league title won for them this season. Ter Stegen in goal. Ruben Sanchez at right back. Saliba, Sula and Maffeo at left back. Kenneth Taylor, Morgan Gibbs-White and Lucas Paqueta in the midfield with Anthony on the right, Fati on the left and Julian Alvarez through the middle. They've Scalvini and, well, Lacroix and Trincao, and that's it. They have 2 players outside of their bench. Both are awful. How that squad has won the league, I don't know. The 11 is good, but the squad is literally non-existent. They have 14, maybe 15 players of quality, Barcelona, and apparently that's all they've needed to probably win the league this year, if not actually win the league this year, because I don't see us getting a point against them here or more. We did only lose by 1-0 last time we played them, but I do anticipate still losing this game. Kovacevic gets the nod at left wing ahead of Calderon, and Elise's been moved back central again. Roberto, Bernabe, Pellistri need the overlapping run, please. There it is. And a little dink into the middle. Oh, never mind. Elise win the header. On it goes. He's onside. Kovacic is onside too. First goal for the club. For young Kovacic. Or Kovacevic. For him. It's Kovacevic, isn't it? Kovacevic! Turns out he was worth the start. Fati's going to go left. Here's Alvarez. Real Madrid take a 1-0 lead against Sevilla. And we've not gotten rid of that because he delayed with the pass, by which point he'd been closed down. Cheers, game. Corner for Barcelona. Anthony to deliver. It's not great. Neither is the header from Fati. Pretty tame from 17 or 18 yards and an easy take for the goalkeeper. We may yet again need to look for a new starting goalkeeper next season. We'll certainly take advantage of any higher rated free agents that we find at potentially at our disposal next season. More so than we did this year. Champions League position and the manager pool after a very strong almost title challenge this year would certainly mean that we can entice almost anyone, you'd think, to Malaga next season. Given Ted Lasso's... Oh, it's gorgeous. It's actually really, really good. Given Ted Lasso's CV in this save, that might be the goal from Ansu Fati that wins them the league. It's just, this ball here was just excellent. And then the vision to be like, I'll just, you tap it in, mate. Bugger. 1-1. Need a win, really. I mean, it's Barcelona, so I'm probably not going to get a win, but I could really do with one. 27 goals for Ansu Fati this season. That means that Roberto's goals... We get free kick. Roberto's Pichichi might be under threat, actually. I don't think he's actually scored 27. Take this short here with Pellistri. Find Vitic. And, well, it wasn't really the volume of runners I hoped there would be. Hello, Elise, though. Oh, my God! How are we not in front again? How's he missed that then, eh? That is not great from Michael Elise. Well intercepted by Reguilon. Let's go back out to him here. Oh, Jesus, what is that touch, pal? My God. So bad. Oh, now I'm in trouble. Julian Alvarez has options. Oh, we got something on it. Just enough. Throwing the leg at it, the defender there, was enough to get the teeny tiny little nick it needed to divert the trajectory of the ball away from the man that was waiting for it in the middle. Paqueta's got a bit of pace, hasn't he? Kept up with me there. Closed me down, in fact. Anthony backwards. Taylor. Banabe did get a toe to that. Did intercept it. That's tame. Okay, fine. Pantea to Pellistri. Not exactly what I wanted, but never mind. Little back heel. Roberto, do I go solo? Oh, the intention was no. I was going to try and play in Elise, but his touch and turn wasn't quite good enough. Alvarez, Vitic intercepts. Looks like it's going to be 1-1 at half-time, which is enough for the home side to win the league. However, they might not. Oh, ter Stegen, please! Has he gone over the bar with it? God damn it! They're going to get their point, it seems, Barcelona. I can't find a way through for a second time. I don't know how we're not 2-1 up in this game. Francisco Trincao on for Morgan Gibbs-White in that centre mid position. To be fair, because Gibbs-White is a cam, he was actually registered at the beginning of this game in the formation as a right attacking midfielder, which is probably why it's now gone to Trincao for that change. But to be fair, the only other players they have in central midfield positions of any kind were like 78 and 79 rated, so probably might have been better off going with Trincao anyway. Go on, Roberto, get you around the corner here. Yeah, Saliba and Sula are going to have that covered, aren't they, really? 10 minutes into the second half, it's still 1-1. We do genuinely look like the more likely to score the next goal in the game. But I think Barcelona might be about to be doing that, scoring the next goal in the game. Ansu Fati holds that up. And Mendy holds on. They won't. Good footwork from Pellistri. Pantea. Oh, that's a nice ball, actually, into Elise, who's going to turn well. Aha! And try and force the ball through. No, no. I saw it developing and I couldn't track Trincao quickly enough. Mendy! Big legs from the big Senegalese to ensure that Barcelona don't take the lead here. And big legs from Vitic too to cut that out also. Banabe. Oh, it was Morgan Gibbs-White, wasn't it? Pantea. Forward to Elise. Oh, he's just out-muscled by Kenneth Taylor there. It's a nice ball into Trincao. Alvarez could play the through ball. And Bete with a brilliant sliding interception. That was superb. And, well, it's opened up here for Facundo Pellistri. Please, Facundo. Please, Facundo. Thank you. We are desperate for these 3 points. And as Barcelona pushed when they didn't need to, 1-1 was a good enough scoreline for them to win the league today. They've gone for the win to try and end it in style in front of their own fans. And they might have just thrown it away. They might yet still win the league if other results aren't as they need to be. Whoever was in second did need to win today. I think it was Atleti, and I think they were losing at half-time by 1-0. So Barcelona may still end up winning the title, even by losing this fixture. But we need the win so very much to try and seal that 4th spot, or even a 3rd spot. Just a top 4 spot. Anywhere in the top 4 would do. And Bete continually is a rock at the back. just as Roberto plays better than an 80 or 81 rated player, and Mbete plays significantly better than a 78 rated centre-back. I'll tell you that much for free. Abdul, Kadir, Omur in behind. Oh, it wouldn't quite reach Elise, but we should have done enough now. We should have done enough now to see the win through. Mbete, Elise, not a bad strike over the bar. Seconds to go. That's the game. It might still be the league title. We'll find out in a few seconds' time, because surely the fans will go mad if it is. Which they have. Our fans are happy. Oh, it's our fans that are going crazy. Well, I don't know then. Have Barcelona not won? Are they having another wobble? A late wobble. Atletico turned it around against Cadiz. The title is not sealed yet. I don't know what the head-to-head is like between Barcelona and Atletico Madrid, but as it stands, Atleti could take the league title from them. On the final day, Barcelona have Real Betis, 7th placed Real Betis away, and Atletico have Espanyol away. So Espanyol, if they lose, could deny their city rivals, Barcelona, the title. I'm not sure what the head-to-head is like between Atleti and Barcelona. We will find out in due course if Barca lose and Atleti win. We, however, are third, and as you can tell by the league table there, are 5 points clear of Valencia with 1 game to go. We will be in the Champions League next year. Yes! Okay, so we might have failed when it came to sealing out a potential entirely unexpected title challenge. We just didn't quite have what it took to do it for the full season. But we've beaten Barcelona there, and after starting the season a little bit wobbly, once we got up and running, we were unstoppable. And we are where we are in the league. We're definitely going to finish at least third, maybe fourth. We get a point, and our head-to-head against Real Madrid, I think, will ensure that we finish third above them. I'm delighted, actually, with a third-place finish. It is third that we get. Barcelona did lose. Atletico did win, but Barcelona have it on the head-to-head. On the final day, it was Betis 2, Barcelona 1, Atletico Madrid 4, Espanyol 0, but Barcelona crucially had the head-to-head. So despite losing both of their final games, they finish first. And that 3-1 to 4-3 comeback against Real Madrid, as well as the 2-0 to 2-2 comeback, ensure that we finish above them and in third. You never would have predicted that at the beginning of the season. We were only 6 points off top, which gives me hope that next year, with the right signings, 135 million added to the not transfer budget, but well, you never know, hopefully, to the club's coffers, we might be able to potentially challenge for the title next year. I've got £19,683 in my wage budget. I could maybe sign another free agent before the end of the window, or before the end of the season. I don't think it's really of any worth, so I won't. We will advance as far as midway through June to ensure that all of the cup finals in every European competition are played, and we'll have a full season roundup for you then at the end of this 7th season before heading into season 8 tomorrow, as we begin a transfer window ahead of a genuine title push here in La Liga. So the competitions that we were involved in were as follows. Obviously, the league, you know, Barcelona, Atleti, ourselves, Real Madrid. Valencia Europa League, Villarreal Europa Conference League. Relegated, we will not be playing Granada, Almeria or Las Palmas next year. The Copa del Rey was won by Real Madrid over our semi-final victors. Sorry. No, who did we lose to in the end? No, it was Real Madrid. Oh, yeah. We lost to the eventual winners then, Real Madrid, by 3-0. Super Cup, Barcelona. Champions League this year, won by Manchester City over Bayern. The Europa League, Atleti on penalties over Stade Rennais, but they're already in the Champions League, so there might be another Champions League spot offered around in the La Liga table. Roma win 3-0 against Hibs in the Europa Conference League, a competition that we, as of yet, have not had any time in whatsoever. Let's have a look at the other leagues then around Europe, find out who we might be playing in the Champions League next year. In England, our Manchester City side win the title in the very next season. No, not the next season. This is the second season of Malaga, but nearly back-to-back seasons, 2 in 3. They might have won it last year as well, I can't recall. 3 points ahead of Liverpool. Spurs and Manchester United end on 73 points apiece. Then it's Chelsea, relegated from the Prem. Leicester, Watford and Aston Villa. They will not be making it to the Premier League for another season. Leicester City getting relegated is a real shock. Middlesbrough and Bournemouth back in the Prem. Norwich, Brentford, West Brom and Bristol City. One of will join them. MK Dons, Sheffield Wednesday and Ipswich relegated in League One. Preston and Northampton. Northampton up to the Championship. Rotherham, Lincoln, Portsmouth and Wickham will fight out in the playoffs. Cambridge survive in 13th. LA, Bristol Rovers, Forest Green, Mansfield Town and Plymouth Argyle will be relegated down. Plymouth, a shock to be relegated, that's for sure. Shrewsbury, Wimbledon and Bradford City up automatically, with Crewe, Gillingham, Tranmere and Doncaster battling it out in the playoffs. And if the National League were in the game, Grimsby and Harrogate would be going down. In League... wow. That PSG side that needed a rebuild have rebuilt. They win the league title by 5 points. Monaco and Lyon, second and third on 72, and Rennes in fourth. Marseille, only fifth. And Nice, who've been very good in recent years, only seventh in France. In the Bundesliga, Bayern are back to the top with Borussia Dortmund in second and Leipzig third. In Serie A, it's Roma from Milan, from Inter from Juventus. Title fight went down to the wire there. Look, only a single point in it. In the Eredivisie, just to show you quickly, RZ. Go on, lads. PSV only fourth. In the Liga Portugal, Braga on goal difference ahead of Porto. Now that is a turn up for the books. Very rare is it anyone other than Porto, Benfica or Sporting that win in Portugal. In the SPL, it's always either Rangers or Celtic. It's Rangers on this occasion. And coming up to us next year will be Vallecano and Valladolid and one of Huesca, Levante, Tenerife and Eibar. Were there the third tier in Spain, Cartagena, Burgos and Ponferradina would have been relegated. So, player stats. Golden Boot does go to Roberto. 31 in 37. Vamos. Delighted for him. Fati in second. Any other Malaga players on that list? I don't think so. No, unfortunately not. Assist-wise, Pelistri with 11. Chavez with 9. Calderon with 7, actually, to be fair to him. Quite creative, even though I didn't actually enjoy playing with him that much. We did at City, which is what enticed me to buy him here at Malaga, but wasn't that pleased with him. Mendy only 5 clean sheets in 38 games shows that we probably need to look at the goalkeeper situation for next year again, despite having, well, now an 83 rated Edouard Mendy in goal. I think it might be time to potentially add him to the transfer list for next season and look to improve there again. Nick Pope is a player for the history books, but at 37 and down 5, he's getting sold as well. Baran only up 1. Edouard Mendy will be added to the transfer list next season, and we will look for a goalkeeper. Reguilon at left back, I'm still perfectly happy with. No decline in his rating, so I'm happy with him at 83. Almost still a decent enough left back. Backup is the word I was looking for, and still growing actually, despite having played about 2 games in the whole save. Jimenez not grown annoyingly. Amy is up 3. Don't know yet what to do with him because he wasn't great for me when I first signed him at 74-ish rated, but at 79 he might be worth playing. But do I sell Amy, keep Mbete as the backup, and then go for a higher rated centre-back to partner Vitic? Probably. At right-back, I am happy with Pantea still and hoping he kicks on with dynamic potential to have a Chavez-esque grow from the late 70s to the mid-80s. But we'll have to wait and see what happens on that front. For the time being, I am happy enough with Pantea. But we'll wait and see how that develops. And maybe in January, we might need to go for a right back. Mendes is still good enough as a backup. Although, if something becomes available in the free agents, we will certainly look to profit from it. Fuentes, unfortunately, up 5, but still not good enough. Aitor Navas up 9, but that's with a position change. Of course, he's up 8 even. But with the position change, we'll send him out on loan again. Also Aruka, actually. And Guerra up 8. No, up 10. My maths is all over the place. Up 10 with a position change as well. And he too, actually, might be worth keeping in the squad. But we'll probably end up sending him out on loan. Makengo, I might sell. Fiorini, I absolutely will. And Santoro as well. But they were just here to bulk out numbers for the rest of the season. Delighted with Chavez's growth. Hopefully that continues next year as well. Up 4 to 83 this season. Ahmed up 1. Meh. Banabe, been solid. All I can say is solid. 6 assists is actually very good. And he's been more creative than perhaps I've given him credit for. But maybe, all depends on our budget next year, doesn't it? We could look to improve on Banabe and sell on... And maybe keep Makengo and just sell on Fiorini and Santoro, and Banabe drops to the bench and someone else starts alongside Chavez. We'll wait and see what happens. Omur, probably sell, but he's certainly been good enough. 5 assists and 1 goal, in the majority of those being substitute appearances, of course, which is why the average rating is so low. Nanasi I loved. 10 goals, 5 assists in 27 games, but injured until October at least. So, and down now to 79 as well as declined. That might have just killed his Malaga career, unfortunately. Calderon is a weird one. 5 goals, 7 assists, but I didn't enjoy him. I'll defer to you guys on that one. Do I just sell Calderon on again and look to improve again? Or not? I'd be tempted to, I really would. Cabrera up 2, Jaramillo up 4. Pelistri not grown, but I'm hoping with 7 goals and 11 assists and an average rating of 7.09, he's done enough for dynamic potential to kick in and for him to grow. Kovacevic up 1, again hoping that dynamic potential will help him continue to grow. Brun Larsen does a job as a backup. Elise is now 84 rated, but peaked. Again, dynamic potential for him next year. Hopefully he will move on. Sorry, hopefully he will be improved, not move on. He's staying. No growth for Reese or Willems this year. Again, disappointing. Gomez is up 2. Roberto is up 1 and now peaked. Do I sell Gomez and sign a new starting striker? It would be so harsh on Roberto after scoring 31 goals this year. But do we need someone that is better to genuinely challenge for the title? It's a real question. I don't know. Maybe he is similar to Pantea in that we leave them in the starting lineup and see how they're doing by January and then maybe make a decision then. If Roberto leads us to a title challenge the way he's led us to the Champions League, then absolutely he can continue in that starting spot. But we've got some decisions to make in the summer, that is for sure. But we know we are going for the league title next year and for the Copa del Rey, the GloryHunter trophy room. We want to add 1, if not 2, both of those Spanish trophies next season. It has never taken us more than 2 years to win a trophy in any season. So this is the first time we're heading into a 3rd season at a club, full stop, in the save, and also the first time we've gone more than a year without winning something. 2 years at Juve saw us win Serie A. 2 years at Dortmund saw us win both the Pokal and the Bundesliga. 1 year at City won us everything. And to be fair, at Juve, we did win the Europa League as well. We won 2 trophies at Juve season 2, won 2 trophies at Dortmund season 4, and won 3 trophies at City season 5. And now waiting for our first Spanish trophy before then trying our best to nail France in one go as well if we can. Season 8 of this save is going to be more like the early seasons where we're a big club with big money and high-rated players, not massively high-rated players, admittedly, but higher-rated players going for broke. Join me for the opening window episode tomorrow. I'll see you then.